A lot of customers, when they first start to think about changing from their legacy on-premise phone system to the cloud, they really dive into what are the cost savings? What is this going to mean for me from a total cost of ownership? What we find is very often that customers will see anywhere from a 30 to 70% cost savings in going cloud. The way to think about this is an iceberg concept. You only see so much above the water, but the deeper you look, the more cost, the more complexity really comes into the picture. So when companies think about an on-premise phone system, the typical cost up front is the CapEx, the equipment cost to purchase the hardware to get that in the company. As you start to go below the line, this is where a lot more detail comes into the picture. You're looking at the network connectivity, the T1s, the SIP trunking cost. You're looking at software licenses. You're looking at the maintenance. As you start to add in that complexity, this is where you start to have something called an n-squared cost problem come into the picture. And so with each new location that's added, you need to add multiple interconnections that really start to drive both cost and complexity significantly. When you think about RingCentral and cloud, and go back to that iceberg analogy that we used earlier. What we find is the items that are above the iceberg, very simple. That monthly service cost that you're paying per user. When you start to look below the line there, what you find is many of those costs go away. They dissolve away. And with that, you don't have the complexity costs, the annual software maintenance, this patching, especially ease of use. That really drives a lot of cost savings in the fact that you can enact change instantly. The bottom line is you're going to see cost savings, you're going to see productivity gains, and you're going to see happier IT staff and employees.